Friends, lovers, mortal enemies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Zodiac. That is a David Fincher film. Genuinely one of my favorites. I was recently talking with a friend of mine about how well the dialogue is cut in between their conversations and how the editing steadily reveals information that the characters are picking up on, which really keeps delivering information on a second medium, which piques our attention. It keeps us visually involved instead of the conversation just piling up. I think David Fincher really understands that there's so much dialogue in the film.
So you aren't angry about being fired from Valley Springs for touching your students?
That having visual elements to break that up really allows you to more...
I'm not the Zodiac. And if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
Fluidly convey information.
That's a nice watch.
Thank you.
May I see it? May I see it?
And to subtextually convey what you're actually trying to say. You may have double entendre within the conversation.
Where'd you get it?
It's a Christmas gift from my mother 2 years ago.
That's very sweet. So tell me something, Arthur. You don't remember anyone you might have had a conversation with regarding the Zodiac?
Those are elements to look out for in the film. Genuinely one of the best films from the mid-2000s, and with a pretty killer cast. I mean, from the more antagonistic characters to the actual detectives working on the case themselves. There's a lot of talent who's working very, very hard to make this picture as believable and as immersive as possible. There are, I think, especially toward the beginning, elements that may feel a little hammy. I also feel that David Fincher's Seven is very immersive in this regard, but again does kind of have these slightly hammy moments. He has really developed a fluidity and a realism in some of his more recent films where I really don't feel any of that hamminess. Gone Girl, for example, I think is absolutely exceptional, and there's such a precision with how he approaches the topics and breaks down the progression of a conversation, the progression of a scene, and introduces action. I mean, looking at Fight Club, Mindhunter, Gone Girl, and Zodiac, he's had a consistent, dramatic editing style that really pushes the more boring elements of the film forward in interesting ways. I think Fight Club is an excellent film in that regard as well, visually more abstract and combining different elements in to help tell the story and to break up the visual elements which are constantly going on. That film is full of narration and conversation between characters, but it's also so bombarded by action that's going on that you really feel the fluidity of the film. You feel that it's all a part of the story that's being told. This is also very similar with Zodiac. I really don't feel that there's much slowness in the film. I think that the film is very tight and it's very visually interesting. And I think that's pretty consistent with David Fincher's films in general. I will omit Benjamin Button from that list because I do think that there's a bit of meat that needs to be trimmed on that film, but I may go into that in a later discussion. This film definitely is a good film for writers, editors, and people looking to build dramatic dialogue. I also think that it's an exceptional film to watch around Halloween, and I do think that you should watch this film. That's all for today. You can like and subscribe, all that algorithm nonsense. Comment down below what you think I should review next. I'd appreciate it. Have a good day.